Sabalenka backs best of 5 slam proposal. Swiatek and others were more circumspect. Indian Wells. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka on Tuesday voiced her support for a proposal to make women's matches best of 5 sets during the later stages of Grand Slam tournaments. Speaking ahead of this week's ATP WTA tournament in Indian Wells, the hard-hitting Sabalenka said she believed switching to 5 sets would benefit her game. "Yeah, let's do that," the 4-time Grand Slam singles champion said when asked about the idea, which was floated by incoming U.S. Tennis Association chief Craig Tiley at the Australian Open earlier this year. "I feel like I would have probably more Grand Slams," Sabalenka added. "Physically I'm really strong, and I'm pretty confident that my body can handle that. So let's do it." Tiley, the former head of the Australian Open who last week was named as the new USTA chief, told the New York Times in an interview last month that switching to 5 sets from the quarterfinals onwards at Grand Slams should be discussed. "All the research shows interest grows as the match goes on," Tiley said. "As a sport, we need to evolve." But while Sabalenka backed the move, other women players were more circumspect. "I mean, it probably would favor me because I'm physically up there with the best, but I mean, I probably wouldn't want to see that happen," reigning French Open champion Coco Gauff told reporters. "And if it were to happen, I would prefer it to be the whole tournament, not just the quarters. I think changing the format in the middle of the tournament defeats the purpose of the playing field." 6-time Grand Slam champion and former world number 1 Iga Swiatek was firmly against the idea and questioned the suggestion it would boost audiences. "I think honestly it's a weird approach in the world where everything is becoming faster, you know," Swiatek said. "So I don't know if the audience honestly would like that. Also, I don't know if we would be able to keep the quality for 5 sets. Well, that's a fact, like men are more physically strong and they can handle it for sure better." Swiatek said the physical demands would also force players to adjust their schedules, potentially leading to them playing fewer tournaments. "We have never practiced in a way to prepare for that, so we would need to change, I think, our whole calendar, because the Grand Slams would be so tough that I don't think we would have honestly time to prepare for any other tournaments," she said. "I think it would change a lot. I don't think it would change anything for good." World number 5 Jessica Pegula echoed Swiatek's remarks, stating while 5 sets were well within the physical capabilities of women, a switch could be counterproductive. "I think we have amazing female athletes that honestly I think we could do that," the American said. "I don't think it's the fact that we can't, I just don't necessarily think that we should. On that aspect, I don't even know how you would schedule tournaments. We'd have to add weeks. We can't even get through the schedule now. So I'm not really sure for like a fan experience how that would really work." Trophy smash, court, and controversy. Sabalenka's call to extend women's slams to best of 5. In the ever-evolving landscape of professional tennis, tradition frequently clashes with innovation, and at the center of the latest epic debate stands Aryna Sabalenka, the fiery world number 1. Known for her punishing ground strokes and unrelenting athleticism, Sabalenka has now thrown her weight behind a proposal to change the very fabric of women's Grand Slam competition, extending matches to best of 5 sets in the later rounds. Her enthusiastic backing has ignited conversation and controversy across courts, locker rooms, and living rooms around the globe. Tennis: the roots of the proposal. Tradition meets transformation. For decades, women's matches at Grand Slam tournaments, the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open, have been contested in a best-of-3 set format, while men compete best of 5 from start to finish. This difference has long been accepted as a defining aspect of tennis. Yet in recent months, voices for change have grown, most notably from Craig Tiley, the incoming chief of the United States Tennis Association, USTA, who suggested that extending women's matches to 5 sets in the quarterfinals and beyond could help enhance fan interest and commercial growth. Tiley's claim rests on research suggesting that audience engagement increases as match length grows. Long dramatic battles often create iconic sporting moments. But evolution rarely comes without resistance, especially in a sport steeped in history. Flexed biceps. Why Sabalenka says, "Let's do it." At a press moment ahead of the 2026 Indian Wells tournament, Sabalenka didn't mince words. When asked about the 5-set idea, she responded with characteristic directness. "Yeah, let's do that. I feel like I would have probably more Grand Slams. Physically, I'm really strong, and I'm pretty confident that my body can handle that. So let's do it." What makes this remarkable isn't just the support itself. For in elite sport, athletes often advocate for what benefits their own game, but how Sabalenka frames her argument. Brain confidence in her game. Sabalenka's career has been defined by power and resilience. With 4 Grand Slam titles to her name by early 2026, she's earned a reputation not just as a great player, but as one with the physical toughness to sustain long battles. Her belief that extended matches would favor her style and endurance underscores her competitive mindset. She's eager not just to succeed within the current framework, but to redefine it. Seedling growth through challenge. Sabalenka's comments also hint at a deeper athletic philosophy. Challenges don't diminish greatness, they amplify it. To her, 5-set matches aren't a burden, but an opportunity to stretch the boundaries of what the sport demands from women's tennis. Balance scale: A divided locker room, conversations and contrasts. Not everyone on the women's tour shares Sabalenka's enthusiasm. Crossmark voices of caution. Iga Swiatek, a multiple Grand Slam champion, expressed skepticism, questioning whether longer matches would truly grow the audience, especially in an era where people's attention spans seem to shrink rather than expand. She also pointed to the risk of declining match quality as players tire, and the fact that current training and tournament calendars aren't designed around extended matches. Jessica Pegula echoed similar concerns, noting that while women are physically capable of 5-set matches, scheduling challenges and fan experience considerations might outweigh the benefits. These responses reflect a broader worry that altering the format might require a cascading set of changes, more recovery time, longer tournaments, and serious rethinking of how players structure their seasons. Thinking face strategic skepticism. Notably, even players who might benefit from longer matches still approach the idea cautiously. Coco Gauff, for example, acknowledged that her fitness could give her an edge, yet suggested that if the format changed, it should apply across the entire tournament, not just from certain rounds onward. Partial changes, she implied, could create uneven preparation and unfairness. Performing arts: why this matters beyond Sabalenka. At first glance, the debate may seem like sports gossip, a quirky question about how long matches should be. But in reality, it sits at the intersection of athletic equity, entertainment economics, and